Hello lovelies, and welcome to the fourth instalment of Winging It Witchcraft. So today we're going to do something that I've been absolutely itching to do for ages, and that is glass storage jars. So when you think of the stereotypical witch from a fairy tale, what do you think of? It's not the pointy hat, it's not the pointy nose, and it's not the flowy cape. It's the little cottage in the woods with the kitchen full of glass jars that contains herbs, spices, potions, lotions, spells, and the odd dead thing. Contrary to popular belief, yes, we do carry all of the above in our glass jars, but not so much the dead things. Right, that's the fun bit over. So, most witches who practice magic, kitchen craft, herb craft, whatever, tend to have a very large amount of storage jars that contain potions, lotions, herbs, spices. To be honest with you, collecting glass jars is probably one of the cheapest things you'll probably do, because I'll guarantee you £1 to a pinch of salt. If you open up your fridge, it's full of glass jars with various amounts of food items in there, and somebody somewhere has got a cupboard with glass jars in that thought, oh, that's a pretty jar, we'll save that for later, it'll come in use. And it never does, lovelies, because it all sits in the back of your cupboard. So let's get them out, lovelies. Glass jars, that is. So, most glass jars, as I said, you can get for free. Once you've finished with what you're using your glass jars for, you can get for free. Food items, collection of stuff here. These have all come from used candles. So we've got the smaller candle holders, the very large candle holders at the back. We've got very large candle holders here at the back. They're all free, because once we've used our candles, what do we do with the jars? We just tend to throw them away. So, give them a wash in some hot soapy water, get the residue out, take the labels off. You've got a jar there for free. It's got its own stopper. You can print some little labels off. You can put things in. Excuse me. You can actually go and buy glass jars from places like Amazon. Wilkinson's do them online, and so do Hobbycraft, and they'll probably come in cases of 12. They're more aimed at your jam making community, but it's a glass jar at the end of the day. It's got no labels on it, it's got a screw top, your contents will be safe. They usually retail at about £12. I've seen them go for about £12, and you usually get between 12 glass jars per case. So you're looking at £1 a jar, which isn't too bad really, I suppose. The other good place as well is charity shops. So these ones here, getting very good at this. These ones here, they were £3 from £1 from a charity shop in Tamworth. And those there, they were £1 each from a charity shop in Tamworth. So yeah, if you're stuck for glass jars, you can always go and hunt for some cheap ones, because you'll always find them somewhere. As for usage, like I said, you can keep herbs in there. You can keep spices in there. You can keep spells. If you've made up some potions, and when I mean potions, I mean if you've made up like bath potions, Epsom salts and things like that, you can keep those in there. I've got one here. He does pop up occasionally, and he is moon water, and all he is some filtered rainwater. Let me turn him around to show you. And he goes out on every full moon, and he sits on my altar quite happily. So there you go. You can also do it with sun water. You can make some sun water. Easy peasy. One of the things I do is when I put my crystals out for the full moon, some crystals don't fare too well if they get wet. I've learnt that mistake. So what I do is, if I've just got a small amount of crystals, I'll use one of these, because you've got a stopper on it. Pop your crystals inside. Make sure your stopper's on firmly. If you're lucky enough to have a garden, leave it out in the garden. If I'm doing a mass crystal charge, I'll either put it in one of these ones here, because again, it's got a good firm stopper on, or one of these. And then they'll go out in the garden to be charged by the moon. So there you go, lovelies. That is a look at glass jars on the cheap for next to nothing, for keeping all your goodies in, all your witchcraft goodies in. However, what I will say is you're going to need some storage space for glass jars, because once you start collecting them, you get them very quickly. A lot of these were given to me by my daughter after she's used them from the candles, and I will also save some from food items and also spent candles. So lovelies, there is a look at cheap storage jars, glass jars for winging it witchcraft. I hope you enjoyed this little segment. Sending you much love and many blessings.